A confined space can be a hazardous environment. Workers can become trapped or overcome by fumes, vapours, or explosive or poisonous gases. This can lead to people dying. This talk covers hazards, before entry, working in confined spaces, and emergency procedures. Hazards: oxygen depleted or enriched environments and suffocating toxic or flammable atmospheres. Actual or potentially hostile environments inside plant. Biological hazards such as leptospirosis, viral disease, from rat's urine. Confined spaces include cellars, chambers, pits, tanks, sewers, plant rooms, lofts, service tunnels, and some excavations. They do not have to be totally enclosed. Before entering. Your employer should avoid the need for workers to enter confined space where possible. An example is the use of remote-controlled equipment to carry out inspection work. Make sure a risk assessment has been carried out by a competent person. You should be briefed on the contents of the risk assessment and the control measures to be followed and used. Your employer should use a permit system for most types of confined space work. Check for flammable or toxic gases and oxygen content. The risk assessment should identify all potential hazards, such as the different type of gas which may be present. If breathing apparatus is required, don't enter until you have been trained to use it. Obey permits to work and check communications and monitoring equipment. Working in confined spaces. Work will be controlled by a permit to work, which will include arrangements for rescue. If there's no rescue plan, there's no entry. Wear the protective equipment and clothing provided and continuously monitor the air quality. Only use intrinsically safe electrical equipment where flammable gases may be present. Emergency precautions. The first duty of any rescuer is to ensure their own safety. Do not attempt to rescue unless you are part of a trained rescue team. Leave a confined space immediately if told to do so. Remember to always follow the rescue plan. Make sure that the recovery winch and apparatus is working. Locate the position of the nearest telephone and understand the emergency procedure. Never try to rescue someone unless you are part of a trained rescue team. Use the time to get expert help and call the emergency services. What hazards can be found in a confined space? What must you check before entering a confined space? Name 3 safety points regarding confined spaces. As a rescuer, what must you be wearing? What areas could be classed as confined spaces? What does intrinsically safe mean?